Oh, hey, hi, hello, welcome on in. It's another episode of We Run the Stars. Um, this is episode 6 of season 3. Um, don't shake your head. Just because you weren't here for the first 2 seasons, Warren, relax.
I just had to think about it already being episode 6.
I feel like it's more of like a reboot since it's like a whole different
Yeah, is it really season 3
edition.
or season 1 of the reboot?
It's Starfinder second edition season 1.
That's an interesting take there.
It's like comparing Batman.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
And Robin.
There's basically no safe place. To go
That's
from
what I
here.
was
Like they're the same.
I was waiting for it. I was like, how are we burning down the stream 5 minutes
They
in?
switched from. I'm pretty sure isn't George Clooney the same Batman as Val Kilmer?
They're all the same Batman. They are Batman.
Because what's his name? Robin was in 2 movies, but there's 2 different Batmans.
Always. Yeah.
Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw Batman Robin. I saw Batman Forever 4 times.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Anyway,
I know who Batman Robin are. Right. So
We are going to derail hard if we talk about Batman much more.
we're actually canceling the entire show. We're going to go to a Batman podcast.
Let's play Batman RPG.
I'll figure it out. Does that make you guys the villains, and you guys have to fight against Batman?
Yes, I was about to say, if we're going to play Batman the RPG, Bruce is Batman. We are the Rogues Gallery.
Yeah.
And it's our job to kill Bruce.
I sort of love it.
I'll do Victor Freeze.
Good. That seems on base. We'll go ahead and start with Rob first. Who are you playing this evening?
Hi everyone, I'm Rob, and I'm going to be playing a Draxel, or Witch Warper.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Next up, we have Donnie.
I'm Donnie. I'm playing Raimi the Mystic.
Next up, we have Matt.
Mystic of Rhythm.
Ooh.
Mystic Rhythm. Vote your heart. I'm Matt. I'll be playing Seth, the Kasathan operative. 4 arms, 2 legs, and a dream.
3 legs if you're counting.
Let's get counting. 1, 2. Low intelligence score, guys. Last but not least, we have Warren.
Hi, I'm Warren, and I am playing Vito Calito. 4 legs, 4 arms, 2 guns. Big dream. The dream's about hot dogs, though.
I don't actually want to know. So last time you guys showed up in Little Akaton, and there seemed to be a security perimeter that was surrounding this small town on Absalom Station. Due to the riots, the looting, and all of the doom and gloom that's currently going on around Absalom Station due to this power flicker. As you guys were trying to find some things to do, you guys found a small little shop that you guys were able to sort of take some refuge in, as you guys were looking for a shirt for one of your companions, a Draxel, to get outside of this hospital gown. But you guys went to this little bodega and met a very interesting woman and her small pets. And was able to go ahead and offer you guys some dumplings as well, which were phenomenal dumplings. And when you guys sort of came back in to return the bowls after having a conversation, she did offer you guys a job to clear out and sort some stuff in her basement. As you guys went ahead and returned the dishes and agreed to do this for her, you guys began to investigate the basement, where you guys went and found a box that had fallen and opened and provided some loot for you guys, which you quickly snatched up. And you guys also found an interesting sarcophagus that Draxel found. The shadows sort of reached out and tried to hurt him whenever he tried to cast magic around the sarcophagus. after combat was finished, you guys went ahead and broke open into the sarcophagus because seemingly unable to open using normal techniques of lifting. You guys broke it open and found a pair of cufflinks inside. And all of you said, those are definitely going to be cursed. And left those as they sort of rested as your Solarian quickly put the pieces back together and put it back on top to try to put it away, as it were. You guys went to investigate some of the other rooms as you guys saw this sort of portcullis that opened up to let it outside. And then you guys did find a room that had a key card that was protecting it and watching it. And as you guys did open it or hack your way and break into it, sort of began to realize quickly that this is probably the room where the shop owner stays. And that's where we are picking up our session.
Job well done.
Yeah. These bugs. That's what these were. That's what they were afraid of. Bugs. How did they not attack her earlier too? I feel like we kind of barely walked in. If she's living down here, unless she's not living down here.
Did we do a knowledge check on the dust weevils? Are they common?
Yeah, there was a knowledge check that was done as sort of at the beginning of the combat. And they do typically say in warmer areas. But they also seem to mostly be non-combative unless they feel like their territory is being encroached on, and it's like sort of their last stand. So,
well, who knows where they get these crates? So maybe they snuck on board. Adraxel, you're not feeling
Yes.
100%. I can tell.
Yes.
You want me to?
If she lives here and is aware of, he's going to gesture, they're going to gesture towards the sarcophagus and then towards the bugs and say, that situation. I'm concerned that she sent us down here with the intent of getting us into a fight.
Wasn't much of a fight.
Well, she told us there was something moving around down here, so not sure if there's any ill intent.
I mean, bugs are one thing. What was going on with that sarcophagus? I was looking through some stuff while you guys were messing with that.
I have the ability to manipulate gravity a little bit and used it to hold one of the bugs still for a moment. And an energy came out of the sarcophagus and latched onto and started feeding off of me.
While we're talking, Raimi is doing his humming thing, his purring, if you were, and we'll transfer some vitality to Adraxel to top you off. Give you a
I'm missing 9. How much are you going to give me?
I'm going to
9.
give you 9.
9.
9.
Thank you. That's better. I still feel a little unwell, but
All right. Well, whatever afflictions you may have, can't do much about that.
hopefully just sleep. But either way, I'm ready to be done with this place. My thoughts are mostly, do we go up and say that we're done or head out through the tunnel?
Say we did the job. Let's get paid and get some. What were they? The rolls. biscuits, some sort of pastry snack.
Look, I mean, if the job is done, we should just start helping her out of the goodness of our hearts.
Besides, we did pick up some ammo. Wondering if
Yeah, that's
they'll
true.
even notice.
And at least
Yeah, I
part of the
grab-
payment is in food.
Yeah, I grabbed one of those. Just wanted to upgrade my gun a bit. I'll swap out the batteries. Oh, might take a second. Hold on. Oh.
I love the commitment to his craft.
All right, I got it.
Wild. Your communicator sounds significantly different. I love it.
All right, I think my comm went too out of.
Hold your mask down.
Exactly.
Seth, we can't understand you.
Oh, sorry. Just-
How about now?
What do you think, Krusik?
I think we should head above and have the pretty lady pay us in food and credits.
Food and credits. Maybe something's changed about this lockdown. Who knows?
If not, we should go investigate. I don't particularly want to be stuck in. Looks down at his shirt, little Akiton.
Yeah, we still have a job to do. You know, the main thing that we're, quarantine ship, all that good stuff.
Well, doesn't hurt to take a lunch break. Maybe there's a way out of this quarantine. Do we even want out of this quarantine? Not really
Depends how
quarantine.
long it is.
We're in a
A lockdown.
safety perimeter. Yeah.
True. Yeah. I mean, I don't really feel like fighting an Eldritch God right now.
We don't. I mean, those were just rumors. Surely there's not.
I saw something. Okay. I don't know what I saw, but yeah, I mean, it's weird.
I mean, at least he's rich.
He's rich.
Better than an El Poor God.
No, I see. I meant like rich in souls, rich in experience, rich in wisdom. Eldritch.
I don't.
That joke would have killed in the Vescaria.
I don't think I get it.
That's okay.
Yeah, lots of things killed that will scare him.
Ah, yeah, mostly the Vesk.
Indeed, Skittermanda.
Like he's here.
Onward! And he begins to head up the stairs.
If Adraxel left that door open to the bedroom, Seth wanted to at least take a quick peek. Any shinies or anything of note?
I mean, as far as of note, there is a rather large vanity that is sitting before. It has a bunch of different jewelry boxes that are up and out and open, not opened, but out in the open, but they're closed. A lot of very well crafted furniture, multiple paintings, and some sort of fur that is sort of laid out on the middle of the floor of some animal that you do not recognize.
It'll be a
Wear
moment
like
of-
a coat and walk up there. All clean.
I found these things. Now, Seth, tempted, will, as he's glancing around, go ahead and just hit the shut door button as a little. we were never here.
Is Seth a sneaky little sticky
Stinker?
fingers? Stinker? Are you a little stinker? We're gonna find out about Seth and his stinky fingers.
Stinky fingers.
Call me the Stinky Bandit.
Silent but deadly.
Yes.
Might as well so.
That's a guy I know
You're like-
places.
You're like, it's like we were never here, and Adraxel stops and looks over at the broken boxes everywhere. And the sarcophagus that's like barely piled on top of itself. Like, yeah, like we were never here.
We definitely
Just
did not
like
clean
that.
this place up.
We don't
There's
give a
2 dead creatures. I think 2 boxes have fallen and a broken sarcophagus.
Easy peasy.
God, weevils too.
And don't forget the
Weevils
weevils.
wobble.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right, let's get out.
Let's fill our bellies and fill our pockets, if you know what I'm saying. With the reward that we're getting.
So you guys ascend the stairs. Up at the top, you do see her continuing to sort of take care of the shop. You do see her open up this glass case where Rasputin is, as she's putting down some sort of food in a dish before them, and then it shuts the cage or case up once more.
Walking up through the threshold at the top of the stairs, Raimi's just patting his hands together. Well, we took care of your pest problem.
And you guys did the organizing as well?
Crates were moved.
Oh, I forgot. I'll go organize. I'll catch up to you guys. Bye.
There goes Vito again off on his own. 6 more weevils come out.
That
There were a lot of things to like. What were exactly? I thought it was just the weevil thing.
I thought it looked pretty organized when we got down there. You had boxes to the left, boxes to the right, some boxes in the middle.
Yeah, organizing anything.
Do you want alphabetical or by color?
alphabetical would be great, and a catalog of them all would be fantastic.
Okay, which language?
Common is fine.
Never mind. I'll pick one.
Okay.
Veto decimal system.
The veto.
Did we miss any news while we were down?
I mean, you guys were only down there for maybe 5-10 minutes, so not really.
Half a round. Oh, okay. Just yeah. Hey, if there's more if there's like an evacuation, just let us know or something.
Oh, of course, of course. My furry friend.
My tall, beefy, beautiful woman.
Oh, thank you.
Goodbye.
So, goodbye.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say that there was like tons of stuff down there and that it would take a very long time to organize?
Yeah. Realistically,
I
it'd
don't
probably
know.
take at least a week and a half to do organization. At least at face value. I mean, once you like spend some time and actually dig into it, you may find a system that works a little bit better. But at face value, there's a lot of sort of bags that are sort of hung up on different hooks and a bunch of knickknacks and stuff like this. It would take a very long time.
I'm gonna sneak out the back and go to the scroll store and buy a scroll of prestidigitation.
Is that the allergies or what?
That's what they call it in the remaster.
Oh, that's fair.
Prestidigitation.
Get out of the OPL.
All right, well,
But you said there were things down there?
We ran into dust weevils. Well, they ran into us. There was a clash.
I thought I heard some laser fire go off down there. I hope it wasn't too terrible.
I think we got out pretty unscathed. They came right for us, and we opened fire.
Yeah,
They
I
were
almost
big.
got hit, but no,
I didn't get a note
it was-
off.
It was over pretty quick.
Well, I'm glad that I was able to entrust you guys with that security and clearing out the issue. So I do sincerely appreciate it.
Kind of say you got a keen eye for adventurers.
Maybe lay down some weevil traps in the future, especially if you're bringing in goods from who knows where.
I didn't think about that. I will. Thank you.
Where there's one, there's hundreds.
What?
What they say.
Well, then good luck then with the other 90 some odd that you guys have ahead of you.
We'll do our best. All right, let's clean the ship.
All right. Sorry, did we get paid? Did you get paid? Who got paid?
I don't believe we got paid.
Okay.
Are you asking this out loud?
Yeah. I'm asking. I'm like, we're done here, right?
So I think Adraxel is going to respond out loud with, I believe that the payment was intentionally put behind weeks of organizational work.
Oh yeah. Well, no, we did that. I thought.
Yeah.
That might have also been for one person. But we are 5.
That math
I don't want to
maths.
spend days doing it either.
We are 5 heroes of level 2.
On the ladder of
Do the math.
heroes, that feels like a relatively low level.
We're the saviors of the realm.
Not.
We're the
Yeah.
saviors of the basement.
Start somewhere.
And honestly, I didn't fare fantastically against the basement.
To make the sword against my ass.
Why are you here, by the way? I thought you came through a portal. Are you invested in our job? Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
Just wanted to make that clear. You know, we'll have to take your cut out of our cut. So
So we're not
Okay.
getting paid now. We're getting paid in a week.
apparently
whenever-
we weren't sent down there to kill the weevils. We were sent down there to organize.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And it may take less. You guys will get paid as soon as yours are done. I could pay you for the extermination if that's all you guys are interested in doing, but it will be not the agreed upon price that we discussed originally.
To be fair, I wasn't here for the initial discussion. I thought we were just killing stuff.
That's understandable.
But no, I got organ. God, Vito, I get.
I think I'm going to go help Vito.
I think at this point you hear like power tools. Like
Building shelves.
Exactly.
I went to Ikea.
Taking the different crates apart that you broke to put the things on top of the shelves.
Seth will come back upstairs. Oh yeah, did you want us to do anything special with the cursed mummy, or
What?
You have like a sarcophagus down there. I assumed it's like Tutankhamun or something. You what else would be in a sarcophagus?
I was thinking
Vampire?
nothing. Are those real?
What?
Yes.
Ask the internet. I've never seen it, but apparently they've been seen.
It was at least somewhat magically active.
Interesting.
The weevil's slightly damaged.
Those damn
It did
weevils.
seem to be where the weevils were.
Well, I appreciate you guys investigating, and it's good to know about that sarcophagus having magical properties.
And do you happen to remember where that one was procured from?
That one.
For organizational purposes, I'm guessing Vito can work it into their system.
Eox, I think, is where it came from.
Yeah, Eox, that's the dead people, right? Cool.
That sounds like where
Yeah.
sarcophagus would be.
It checks out.
Checks out.
That maths.
All right.
Everyone just sort of nods that fact.
No, like, concern, just like, yeah, no, that math checks.
If you would have said anywhere else, maybe we would have had questions. Eox? Yeah. We're good.
But
All right, well, we're burning the midnight oil.
it's only 3 p.m.
It's midnight somewhere.
Midnight somewhere.
Ah, the famous song. I appreciate it.
There's midnight somewhere. Remy starts walking off down. Singing midnight somewhere.
I'm trying to convince Vito that the organization system should be bag comes before box, comes before rubble, comes before sarcophagus.
Okay.
Just go out the back,
Don't you think we
find
should
someone,
like clean up the rubble though?
pay them 20 credits.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anyone who would like to can go ahead and roll just a let's see here, what is this? I will allow and just straight up intelligence or a craft check.
Both are 0.
For crafting a system.
Yeah, for crafting a system or intelligence.
That's the wrong button. I'll help craft.
I guess it would be.
Can
Crafting
I?
would be including intelligence. So it's
See?
a little redundant to roll.
I'd like to help
Not-
whoever is taking the lead on this.
Sure, I got it.
So, Draxel, that'll be a DC 15 for you to assist.
I believe I failed, but not by enough to be a problem.
Yes, correct and correct. As
Nice
you are,
initiative crafting roll.
yes, initiative crafting. That's the initiative that we need. In that
What
in
the
that
heck?
crafting race, dude, you're probably going first.
Attributes.
As you are looking through, as Vito's already sort of started, as Adraxel is trying to give some information here, between the group, what would have taken a very long time, you guys found a method of sort of where things already are, but maybe just moving a few things around to make that flow a little bit better. That you probably could get this done in about 4 to 5 hours. Just sort of moving some of like the shelves that are holding a bunch of things and moving the place around more than actually moving the individual boxes. To sort of speed up your time, but the best you think you can do is probably about 4 hours.
Raimi, the entire time, is playing his anthem as my contribution to helping. And then I'm going to refocus.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have
Just singing,
somebody-
we're working for food. We're eating to work.
Working for food, working for eat. Seth will just have somebody bring them a bag, set it right in front of them, and then the forearms to just bring it out and start putting everything away as needed.
So I think
I've
I'm
downloaded an
scrambling to
auto-tune
try to
software.
ferry bags to the 2 multi-armed people fast enough.
We've got a system. We've got a system.
All right.
And you're sure we don't want the mummy stuff? It hurts you. Yeah, we don't want the mummy stuff today.
If you want it, then you can have it. I don't
Hey.
want
You want it, babe? You got it.
I mean, I don't cast magic, but I have attributes about me that are magical in nature, so it might negatively affect me as well. We can leave it, especially since we don't know if there are any positive benefits. But it's cool. Stuff to think about.
it. Yes, it is cool.
If there's ever a heist, we know where things are.
You know a guy.
I know a guy. I know a few.
Roughly about 3.5 hours into your organization, Manny begins to head down and sort of peek in. How are things going?
Shh, don't interrupt me.
We're getting work done. Raimi's sitting on one of the crates off, still playing tunes.
She looks over to the broken crate that fell. Everything okay with the? Was there anything inside the crate?
Oh, this crate.
Yes.
We're moving
Was
a
there
lot of
anything
stuff
inside this
around
crate?
over here.
All these crates.
Oh, that was
Same
the
thing.
one with the bullets in it, right?
Ah. Yes, Vito.
Swig with those.
Yeah.
An iron cage of memory. Bullets. Lots of bullets.
Dangerous to keep in a basement. Don't worry, we'll take care of them for you. Dispose of them properly.
I mean, if you took them, that's fine. It means that you were fated to have them. So no issues, honestly. The gods above must have wanted you to have them for one reason or another.
That's a marvelously morally flexible outlook on life you got there.
Well, it's that, and well, it's not the thing's put up for sale yet, so consider it a gift for assisting me in this long endeavor.
Is that good for anything else of use we might find down here, or?
No, I think that might be enough.
Sure thing. Backing away.
She begins to walk over to the sarcophagus and sort of looking at it. Huh.
Do you recognize that?
No, I
Remember
just
bringing
really
it in?
enjoy the. I remember it coming off the truck. Just the craftsmanship is still stunning even after the weevil damage.
Damn weevils. No
Sure.
regard for the arts.
Agreed. And sort of walks over and crouches down next to a weevil and starts picking up different antenna and arms and legs, sort of like heavily investigating the weevils.
I like to imagine at this point we probably like put the weevils off in the corner somewhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe by the back door entrance.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the
Drag-
alphabet.
drag
'cause
Yeah.
W.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds like something Vito would do.
That's true.
Thinking about making a little
W?
snack for Rasputin over there?
Is it weevil, comma dust? Are there multiple types of weevils?
I don't know. Never
Oh,
come
no.
across a weevil.
I think that'd be smart. I would assume there's multiple coming.
Dust weevils. There's dirt weevils. There's
Mud weevils.
desert weevils. Lots of D weevils.
Probably sand weevils, if I had to guess too.
Sand weevils.
Don't we classify them as like bodies now, though?
Corpses, maybe.
Category. Do you have corpses?
Corpses over there.
Oh, wait, there's
There's
corpses.
like
Corpses
one
are the sarcophagus.
Hold on a second.
This is nonsense.
Well, how much longer do you guys think you guys have?
This space, maybe hour, half an hour, hour and a half, somewhere around there.
Okay. That's great. I thought it was gonna take a lot longer, so I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and get started on cooking the dumplings for you guys upstairs. Then, is there anything I can assist you with?
Take a glass of ice cold lemonade.
What's that?
Taste from home.
I do have that.
Taste from home or lemonade?
My hope.
That tastes. Oh,
But I'm sure your home has great tastes. I will indulge.
What Rami's describing is a cold drink. It's sweet, refreshing, helps you to build back up after a day of hard physical labor.
mm. Yes.
Iced tea makes a nice Arnold Palmer.
Who? Is that a person?
I think it's alcoholic. Oh,
Famous human.
One of those kind of drinks. I see. We'll go ahead and grab your glass of refreshments, and also begin starting on the dumplings. They should be done roughly about the same time you guys are then. Good luck.
thanks, Manny.
You do hear the door open. That's would be where her abode was, and she steps inside there for a moment.
She seems nice. I wonder how the outside world is doing right now.
I'm guessing there's still gunshots that go off like regular in a little Aki. Lockdown's a lockdown, but it's been 4 hours, so how much more can they investigate?
We live here now.
I hope not. I mean, we could make it work, but you don't want to be here your whole life.
We could also probably circumvent the lockdown if we needed to.
Probably some vents.
Where's the fun in that?
Sounds adventurous. It sounds like the fun.
You guys do hear her eventually come back out of the room as the door opens and closes once more, and then she begins to ascend up the stairs.
I guess, is this person doing something weird roll?
Could be.
Looking through the many, many, many actions.
What are you trying to do?
To see if this person's being sussy
That's
wussy.
motive.
Since motive is
Yeah.
a perception.
Perception check. So yeah, I want to do this.
Do it. Ooh.
That was shared in secret, which I believe is because I don't know how high I rolled.
Indeed. Yeah. Love that for you.
Does she seem like she's just going about business as usual, or?
Um, after you sort of take a moment and sort of, uh, I mean, it seems like she had to stop to her room for a moment, and it wasn't very long. To be suspicious, but I mean, she did say that was going to go grab her drinks and then go stop at the bedroom for a moment. So take that for what it's worth. It doesn't seem super suspicious to you. Nothing's like a big red flag. She's not like in a different attire or anything like that.
Okay, cool.
Everyone think our host is being quite generous. Good to make friends when you're new to a place.
Yeah, very surprised that the fates willed those munitions to be ours. That was nice of them. Her. I probably wouldn't have been that cool about it. I also probably wouldn't have been that straightforward about it. Vito.
Hey,
Oh.
it is what it is.
It worked out.
Vito was correct. It's not our belongings, and if the gods fated it, then who are we to press our luck?
If it's
I
not
just
our
figured we
belonging,
could help her use her bullets to their fullest potential.
But she seems to be more interested in the effigies and the
culty side things. You think she knows about Eldritch God? Tentacle Man? Was it called Star Killer? Starborn?
the newborn.
The newborn star. Let me refer to my internet search that I did a little bit ago. Vampires? Nope. Street Preacher. Star Child being born. Yeah, Star Child. That was in place of Galarian. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We could ask.
She's the most occulty person we've met since the incident.
I mean, we've met like 3 people.
Yeah. I didn't trust Bibbidi Bobbidi as far as I could throw him.
Oh, also don't forget the
Tour guide?
cult that you guys did here in the basement.
Yeah.
They might be the more culty people.
The cult, yes.
Yes,
The
yes.
cult is probably a culty.
We didn't meet them. We heard them.
You find cults around every corner.
That's you're not wrong.
We literally on the way to the docks we saw some dude preaching
Mm-hmm.
about the rumors.
Yeah. That was before the stuff. We could try to find that guy again. Or
spent
if this lockdown's still going on, we could go back down the elevator, check out the cult.
I wonder if Manny,
Manny
I
Moonstone.
wonder if Manny or others had the same vision we had.
Maybe. With the cults thing, I spent a couple months on a space station, and one of the people that I would frequently get food from on the space station swore that the planet we were orbiting was flat. So, yeah,
Was it?
people believe anything.
Wait, what? Couldn't they look out the window?
Yeah. They claimed that it was a hollow, like it was just a screen that would change. That
Why would you build a space station to orbit a hollow?
I mean, how do you know it was a window?
Just-
I mean, have you seen
what?
the sky in Little Akaton? It's not really a sky. That's what I'm saying. It's not the craziest thing in the world. Tentacle gods, crazier.
Sure, but like that's a big scale. It's still pretty damn crazy. We should go back to that space station and educate them that planets are round and spherical.
What are you gonna teach them science?
Yeah, I mean, technically they bulge out in the middle around the equator, usually.
So it's not like a ball; it's more like an oblate spheroid.
Bless you.
Sorry,
The cold coming out of them.
dust devils
That's what
or
they're called.
dust devils.
Um,
Alright.
as you
We're
guys
almost done.
round out to the next about 45 minutes and finishing up, she does bring down a large platter that does have 5 bowls of dumplings and 5 glasses of a purplish blue liquid.
That's it.
Seth will swirl
That
around
looks delicious. Vito starts eating and drinking.
I'm gonna wait and see if
Laughing out of the cup.
Vito falls over, and then I'll go eat.
I'm a little concerned on what this lemonade analog is based on your very brief description.
I was going to wait for Krusik to go and to eat, but I think that Vito probably has a much faster metabolism. So
Seems probable.
I suddenly feel very sleepy.
The dumplings, as you take a bite into them, are just as good as before, except they're a little bit warmer, more fresh, as they were just finished up. But as you take a drink of this liquid, it does have a bit of a sour punch to it. But instead of like the lemonade flavor, it almost is like a sour blueberry sort of flavor to it. But it's very, very light.
Do raz.
A little different than I remember. We're still fine.
This is an Arnold Palmer. This is a Tommy. No. Not the
Tommy,
Tom.
no.
Yeah, this is it's this, and they will go ahead and pull out a almost what looks like a 2-liter. And on the side of it is a rotating sort of like the label is sort of like continuing to rotate. That gives the information on it, and Seth, you recognize this individual that is on the front of it, like sort of like giving a thumbs up and sort of like sponsoring the drink, as Denver, and it just says "Get paid, get laid," and then just has
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No.
Sponsor.
This isn't an Arnold Palmer. This is a Denver. Did they have a last name?
not that they were
Denver
told
Dare.
you.
The Denver Dare. Okay, I see. And you, okay, that makes sense. It's one of the pod racers back on Ishtar. They could spin a mean tail. They could spin a mean drift in more ways than one. No. I wonder whatever happened to him. Get laid, get paid. Truly a taste from home. Thank you.
Indeed.
So, did you hear about these rumors?
Mm.
Do you have any of these visions that people are talking about?
There, people are talking about visions.
People are talking about visions.
briefly for a quick moment. I don't know what kind
Probably-
of monster I saw, but something horrendous came through. I mean, I'm not a
You saw it
follower.
in the visions?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. I mean,
Okay.
if I had to guess, it looked like the face of the Devourer or Demotosh.
Hmm. Frightful. Frightful gods. They are.
Agreed.
I hope it's some trick being played on us all, not any premonition.
I would
I wonder.
hope as well.
This
I hope that the
Devour-
lockdowns are related.
Hard to tell.
You said the Devourer Dermatosh is Star Child another name for it, or is that something else?
Not aware of this Star Child.
I don't know if I need to do a religion check, but Raimi would probably know who the Devourer and the Maratosh are. And definitely Krusik. Krusik is probably a worshiper of Demartosh.
Um,
Vesk.
yeah, I mean it's definitely easy enough to um tell those two different deities. But the Star Child is not any current deity, but one that's supposed to be born and enter into the pantheons. A true savior that is new.
Savior from what? From the Devourer?
Devourers. I thought the Devourer was kind of. We haven't heard of the Devourer in a long time. The only people worshiping the Devourer are goblins, lowlives. Maratosh. Maratosh is a deity that burns my tongue to even say the name of. Glares at Krusik, who can't defend himself. But no, I don't know. This doesn't track. Star Killer base. Do they have a base? Sounds just like culty nonsense to me.
To be fair, that's most religions. Just depends on what you believe.
I believe in Mayel. I follow Mayel's song to drive my ship. That's how I ended up here.
Creation,
With
freedom,
Mayo.
travel. It makes sense why you would worship
But
this
I came here-
deity.
I came here searching for Mayel. She's left me alone.
And you think she's on Absalom Station?
Like a
I don't
god
know.
among us, or like a metaphorically searching for her here?
Gods are always among us. Mayel is around me. And all of my patras. But my people have left. Many of them come to Absalom.
You know, that's probably more a Triune's thing than Mayo. The whole got adrift and all that jazz.
Perhaps I'm not saying Mayo has any part of this. I worry. Since our people, my people, have known peace this short while, Mayo has only known silence. I'm listening, and I didn't hear Mayo's song on our home, so I left with the rest of my people. You've seen these immigrants arriving. When we arrived, there were shacks. Patra. There was Patra and the tour group. My hope is Mayo followed them as well. This new cult, where they will feed off of these Patra searching for an outspoken god.
I do think that the deities watch over their flocks in one way or another. But I hope that you find Mael and she returns your tune to her.
If I don't find her, I hope she hears me.
Well, I hope so. Now, as far as payment goes, she goes ahead and looks around and steps away to her room for a moment before coming back out, holding a singular cred stick. This
Job's
is
done then.
Yeah, it looks spectacular. You guys did a phenomenal job. I appreciate the hard work you guys did. This would have taken me weeks to do, so.
Dude, this is mostly Vito's doing. If you want a quick rundown of their system, I'm sure they can give you a few pointers and tips to find things quickly. I was just a helping hands.
The Vito decimal system. Unfortunately, it requires 6 hands to navigate.
I guess I'll have to find 2 more then.
Vito, explain in great detail how your system works.
Oh, it's kind of complicated, but it's not that complicated. It's mostly how you had it before, but it's alphabetized.
Oh. In which
Have you
language?
heard of the alphabet?
Yes, but in which language?
Well, I mean, you asked for common, so it's mostly uncommon, but I didn't know the common words for everything. So there's a little bit of Miranda or Mandarin in there.
Oh. Okay. I don't know that
But
one.
the easiest thing to do is find any Skittermander and just ask them to help you find it. They'll understand it.
Oh. Great.
I thought it was Vietnamese.
I lived my
Right.
whole life in the Vescarium, and I've never understood. I don't even know what that language is called.
Are
Every time
Skittermanders from the Vescarium?
Every time I've ran into a Skittermander and expressed that I have no idea what they're saying, they immediately change their language. It's amazing.
Seems very helpful.
And yes, we are from the Vescarium. The Vesk showed up to conquer our planet, and they said, this planet's ours now. And we said, okay.
Quite similar to my story of our people.
Mm-hmm.
The Vescarium came to conquer our planet, and we said, go fuck yourself.
No, it's the opposite of that. It's not
Yeah, but
similar at all. Do you know what similar means?
It's like the same coin. but opposite sides. It's the same, but different.
Wow. That's interesting too.
Yeah.
What a
We were escaping a dying sun, so I don't really
What?
have anything to do with the Vesk. You know, the Kasatha, Kasatha,
Ah, yes.
Kasath, Casa, yeah,
Kasatan.
the Homeland. Kasatan.
Kasatan.
Bless you.
Alright, spheroid.
What?
Yes, that one.
Okay. Here, 100 credits, like we discussed. And dumplings around.
Does anybody else around here need help?
I'm sure there are other individuals who do need assistance. I mean, I do have something else if you guys are interested.
Yeah, where is it? Lay it on us.
I am so this one is thanks to you guys, organized and ready to be processed now. But I do have another shipment that's down at the docks here in Little Akaton. It's being held up currently. I just need you guys to go and sign for it. But I do want you guys to be careful given the weird situation with the station. So, I mean, I don't want you to put yourself in danger to leave the quarantine area, but...
The docks are out of the lockdown. The security perimeter, correct?
Correct. Yeah, that's what I say. I would like to, if you guys aren't comfortable, I don't want to put you guys in danger if it's something that's away from what you would like. But, like I said, I'm happy to send you down. But it's in the lower shipyards.
Since you're putting us in this position, I mean, I was actually going to
Aren't we
ask.
going there anyway?
Yeah, I was going to ask if you knew how maybe any holes in their perimeter,
Down at the docks down in Little Akaton?
well, just how to get there past the perimeter. It's got to be. You got neighbors. You all you bodega people stick together. You got to have tunnels, something. What do you got? Help us out.
A way past the lockdown.
Yeah.
May I remind you, I made an impression on you at one point.
You sure? Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about it yet.
You know that gives me a bonus, right?
You should be helpful.
I am extremely happy to help.
Stop yelling at me.
What? Okay.
Lower your voice.
Sorry.
Watch your tone.
Well, I will say that it is at Dock 3. But the perimeter does have a couple of low-grade Starfinder Society guards that are sort of keeping the perimeter at safe here. But I mean, you may be able to get up in the scaffolding and make your way over if you guys are sneaky enough.
Scaffolding.
Yeah.
Is there a building being constructed somewhere by the perimeter? Under construction?
No, it's just part of the repair place for the monitors that display our sky. They have the scaffolding up there to sort of be able to repair easier.
Oh. Look around in the grocery group. At least check it out. You point us in the right direction?
Yeah.
Sign for your package and
It's not the same dock as where we're going, is it?
No, that one is the main port dock versus the one for Little Akaton. It's a separate one.
oh, so we're in like a totally different area.
Correct. Yeah, yours are not part of that portion of the space station yet.
Does the lockdown include blocking traffic in and out of the shipyard?
Mm. She stops and thinks about it for a few moments.
Did we get any contact information?
For
Jules.
Akama? Yeah, you guys did get a comlink code to be able to call whenever you guys are able to reach out to him.
Wonder if we can get them to, I don't know, see what their lockdown situation is where they're at.
She stops thinking. I think the shipyards are actually within the quarantine zone. Now that I'm thinking about it, so you shouldn't have any sort of super difficulty as far as trying to sneak outside of the quarantine area.
Would the ships be locked in as well?
The one that is from mine. Are you saying within the lockdown area?
I'm asking if a ship would be able to leave.
Oh, as far as I'm aware, they're still grounded. But I mean, the shipment that has arrived on Dock 3 should be unlocked and ready. We just got to sign for it.
Okay.
Do we need to sign your name?
Yes.
Is there like paper nearby, or however, like, is there like a digital whatever?
Yeah, they should have a compad that should be able to just sign on the line for it.
Okay.
Could
Can you
try,
just
forge your signature?
Oh,
can you just show me?
yeah.
Your signature.
Yeah. Actually, I'll just go ahead and she starts writing. Do you mind if I ask for your com code? I can just send you the actual signature itself, and you should be able just to throw it onto the pad.
Sure. Yeah,
Here.
but also I am quite proficient at forgery. So.
Oh yeah.
Just get a picture of you with a thumbs up and a sign saying these guys are good.
Authorized.
It does
Definitely not
have her name as Manny Moonpuncher, and then it does give hereby authorizes blank to sign for the shipment. If you would like to use that, you have that available to you as well, and you now have Manny's com code information.
Cool. I'll put in Vito Calito as the person who can sign for the signature.
Love it.
It's nice to have somebody here that I can volunteer for just about anything.
Well, it's getting I think it's probably getting about evening time.
Yeah.
Should probably purchase a watch. You know, the thing about watches in space is every time you travel to a new planet, you got to reset the watch, and then you got to figure out what time zone you're in.
Yeah.
It's really a pain in the ass.
Pull out my comm and wave it. Be like, this tells time and keeps track of where you are.
Yeah, but you know, watches are classy.
Okay. I can show you how to configure it if that's like the problem.
I'm just saying.
Okay. We can get you a watch.
Where I come from, a lot of technology doesn't really work too well. We have watches.
That technology works perfectly fine, thank you very much.
Not on Pelonis.
Well, that's because it's ran by Patras.
Well, that's because of our magnetic fields, and that's why your shitty ships can't attack our planet set.
Hmm.
Posture watches. Sounds like pocket watches. Sorry, what were we talking about?
I believe we're heading to the lower shipyards to help our friend Manny once more.
I'm exhausted of all these lore dumps.
Perfect. And how big is this package? Like,
Do we need to deliver the package or just sign for it?
The hands are still getting bigger, and she's not indicating a size.
I have to add more hands to it. I'm like, okay, all right, this is impossible. I'm starting over.
Oh, yes. It's a few crates of goods. So they should be able to have something to be able to rotate through.
Big crates, or
Not much larger than what you guys were seeing downstairs, so relatively movable by your guys' standards.
Are we delivering them to you?
Yes, signing and delivering, yes.
Signing and delivering.
Yes.
And then organizing and putting away.
No, it would just be just for delivery. I wouldn't make you guys do that again. But I will say that if you guys would do this for me, 400 credits sound doable?
400 credits for 5 people to escape an illegal perimeter. And
No,
carry
I mean you're within the
large
perimeter.
crates.
You're within the perimeter.
Are these Eoxian crates?
Hmm.
I have another sarcophagus situation. That would
Yeah, good
not
question.
Be cool.
You know what you're signing for?
No, it doesn't seem anything like that. They just seem to be some metallic crates, but doesn't seem anything occult-like in nature.
Fine with me.
let's do it.
Might as well.
Thanks for dinner.
Of course. Thank you.
Wonderful Denver, whatever it was called, and wonderful steamed dumpling.
Denver's daring drink.
Daring.
Or Gatorade, I think I've heard. But yeah. Triple D.
The 3 rules.
Hell of a ship.
Yeah.
So,
Some
what
stuff
time
I've
is
known.
it? Should we be starting to look for like a place to sleep?
Currently it's about like 4:35 in the afternoon after you guys begin to or finish up eating and having this conversation.
It's a perfect time.
How far away?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Sometimes I can't help it.
Are you okay?
Sorry. I got the hiccups.
Seth will go ahead and take their foot off of Raimi's tail.
My tail.
How far away are the shipyards from where we are?
That, my friend, is a very good question. Let me take a gander.
Why do you keep looking off the distance every time we ask you a question?
She's waiting for the fates to decide.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
Absalom Station's like moving anytime she thinks.
I mean, it's always technically moving, so you're not wrong.
Or is everything moving around Absalom Station?
If you have to ask.
What was the rumor about while you're looking that up? And this is just out of character to everybody. What was the rumor again about the Starstone?
There were
Anybody remember?
tons of rumors about the Starstone, from like it was failing and that the station was going to blow up to
That
like
was for
the
the
swarm was
blackout.
attacking.
Yeah, that was what
Yeah.
people were speculating, or one of the speculations as to what caused the blackout or light flicker was the Starstone acting
But
up.
like, insert doomsday scenario here. There was a rumor about it.
I think they're all true.
You know that the Devourer's nickname is the Star Eater? That's pretty cool.
The Devourer. Wasn't the Devourer?
Or the Devourer.
The Devourer was the Goblin Hole. but I don't remember anything beyond that with the Devourer.
I'm trying to remember who was the big bad in Pathfinder. That some people think the Devourer is in Starfinder. That hasn't been confirmed.
I'm not familiar with that lore.
I'm rusty on my Pathfinder lore.
How dare you?
I can tell you it's not Bree, the precursor, Cassandra, the created, or Epoch, the transcendent.
It starts with a G, I think. The shipyard.
The shipyards are a few blocks away from the neighborhood, so nothing too far.
Neighborhood, that's where all the gunshots are going off, right? Every hour?
You guys are
Is that
currently
how they
within the
define-
neighborhood.
Rovigo.
Rovigo.
So yeah, let's head over there.
Should be able to get there and back.
Thank you.
Do you have like a dolly or a cart, or you think they'll be able to provide that?
They should. They typically provide that, and then you bring it here. Then we usually return it once we're done.
I think somehow Draxler can manipulate gravity. In fact, I think Kursic can manipulate gravity too.
Yes, I can.
Maybe I got you mixed up. You know, you both look
I can really only make things heavier.
That's not
it's
what we-
manipulating gravity.
Can you
but
try
not
doing that,
helpful
but
for
like
moving
backwards?
boxes.
I, however, can move in any direction. As long as it's towards me.
Studied and learned specific spells to avoid being asked to help people move in places. So
Well, Manny, it has been a pleasure. I hope we see each other soon.
I hope so too.
Successful delivery.
Yes.
Before we head off, are there any shops or sites you recommend we see before we put ourselves in danger?
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's knickknacks. There's Sunny Sixes.
Sunny Sixes. I remember that place. That's been in the news. Does anybody want to make any quick stops?
There's a bank if you guys need any sort of banking.
Draxel, you still just have clothes.
yeah,
You want
I'm all
armor.
set. Oh, that would be preferred, but
I believe it stacks with Mystic armor, just to be clear.
I would assume that it would. But I'm mostly just planning to not get shot. So
Okay.
Alright. I mean, did you have that stuff in the medical bay? Do we need to go back up there to get your personal items?
while I couldn't afford it with my
Yeah,
character
right.
generation resources, but also
Mhm, mhm.
We're
what I
cash rich.
spent that money on was the med kit that's not legally mine. So
Gotcha.
I think it's
I
legally
mean,
mine.
legally ours.
There's also the community
It's
center
secret.
if you guys are interested in that sort of thing.
Community?
No centers.
No. Cool.
Do we? Do you want to find some quick armor? Is that an option?
I think let's just head to the docks and then we can do armor after.
All right. Let's strip some
Yeah.
armor off some dead dudes.
What?
What?
So we
We're
see
just
some
going
armor
to
on the way.
sign- we're just going to sign for a thing. Hopefully, there's no dead people
Of
involved.
course.
Of course.
course.
That's my fault.
We don't know what's
We
in the
nearly
box.
got killed by an elevator. So
What?
We nearly. Well, we didn't nearly get killed, but we did get attacked by insects. It seems like everything around here wants to kill us.
Insects,
I mean-
statues.
Everything will be fine.
So far, the two most dangerous things that we've run into seem to be a statue and an elevator. So living things we're good with.
The non-living things we have to watch out for.
I don't know. The Electrovire was kind of is kind of iffy.
Yeah, that hurt.
It had a few big.
Ah, you saw an electrovore.
Yeah.
That we did.
They're
Okay.
delicious.
Right?
Give me like a battery taste.
When you put your tongue on a 9-volt,
It tastes like home.
it's like spicy but different.
Exactly. Doesn't make my tummy feel upset afterwards.
This one probably would. I think it's been sitting out for a while at this point, so
I see. Well, good luck,
thanks.
and I'll see you guys shortly.
Head out. Roll out.
Roll out.
Did she point us to where the scaffolding was, where she thought it was?
She pointed off in the general direction, but not anywhere like particular.
Yeah, we don't need the scaffolding anymore because we don't have to go outside city limits unless we wanted to escape Lilaki.
Oh, I thought the Dock 3 was outside.
No, it's all within. They're currently within lockdown, so you can't leave. Like
Oh.
ships can't leave, but it's all within the quarantine zone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed that. We got 100 credits for that.
For your
Full
the
ordeal?
previous job, yes, you got 100 credits
Add
for the
that to
first
our
one.
stash.
Yes, I can. If you haven't already, I can do that.
I got a number already.
Cool.
We got 175 credits in our stash.
You guys are rich. All right. A quick hop and a skip, unless you guys are. Is there anywhere you guys are wanting to go before going to the lower shipyards? Any of the other
Tanks.
places?
Tank's full. We got a battery charger right here, pointing at Seth.
Mm-hmm.
We got 100 bullets.
You also have
And what,
5
5
silvered
silver
rounds.
bullets?
Yeah, 5 silvered rounds.
Protect us from those vampires. Does anybody use projectile ammo?
Seth does.
That's a good question.
So
I
Vito
do.
more than I
Vito.
do, but I try to stay more battery focused because that's a reliable source of ammo
That's
for
like
me.
free
It's free real estate.
Free real estate.
Free real estate, yeah.
It really is.
But sometimes it doesn't really work out. That's like I thought the statue was, one of those situations. Turns out it was just a tough statue.
Vito, you
No, so-
use projectile ammo?
Yeah.
Does that count for your area sprays?
What does that mean?
Probably.
I'm saying who should hold the silver coated ammo? Let's get this out of the way.
I'm fine with
know.
Vito carrying that one. I'll take
Or
one
so-
bullet. That way I can load it up just in case.
Just in case you have to off yourself if you get bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's where
Bet
I
you
think it
won't.
was
Oh,
going.
that got dark.
Go on without me.
It's weird both of us thought the same thing, though, right? Because, that silver bullets is what you use to kill vampires. So I figured if you ever got bit by a vampire, boom, you're good.
Can't go on.
And if we all get
Hey,
bit
like
by
a
the
second
fire-
ago, you didn't think vampires were real.
Hey, I didn't think Eldritch Gods were real, except for the one I killed that one time I talked to you about. But I also was lying. So,
It looks like we still
Sorry.
have 3 hypo pins
Yep.
stash.
Get hyped about those pens.
Do you need exploration activities from us?
I'd be
Please
happy
get
to
that.
take some if you guys would like to have some.
Take that.
Just trying to decide if walking through town I'd be casting detect magic very often.
It's a good question.
oh, I was gonna do some research on the way there.
Okay.
To see if I could figure out anything about the Devourer.
Anything in general or anything specific that you're trying to find?
Has it ever shown itself as some type of tentacle horror? To what's it all about?
Sick.
Just general,
Just
areas of concern,
Google.
anathemas, cult related activity in Akaton. If I'm gonna get or not Akaton, but
Absalom.
Absalom. Yeah, if I want to get specific, but generally, at least, I want to know what the Devourer is, because I figured if it was more Demoritosh, then Vesk would have said something about that. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll focus more on the Devourer, see if that's an issue.
At some point, I'd want to do that about the Star Child. I think that's the right name,
Yep.
too.
I thought
but-
we already did that.
Well, I'm thinking that I might need to be somewhere where I have access to better information than Google for that research. But
Yeah, do you have
Infosphere.
access to the Akashic record, or is that a certain type of mystic?
I don't
That's a
know, but
mystic,
also I
you know.
don't.
Also, I know. I don't know, and also I don't know.
One of the mystic connections is Akashic.
Mm.
Things like that.
I think that's the one I took, but I wasn't 100% sure if that was just
Yeah.
my subclass or a generic thing. Also, this is a playtest. Things could be completely different.
No, you got it.
It's exactly it.
It's exactly the same as first edition. Weird.
I think it's the
Probably
spell
doesn't work
too.
with the system, but they kept it exact same.
Okay.
I don't know if you need me to roll anything, but I also have a Infosphere lore, if it helps.
Mm.
I wonder if that's about lore of the Infosphere.
I thought about that, which would be stupid. If
Well, I
so.
feel like a lot of the time, lore skills are like extremely niche.
Yeah.
So it like it
I don't
might
know how
be
to
that.
use the Infosphere. If it is,
Well, it's like like the history of the Infosphere. Who created it, stuff like that.
If you think about it, there's sort of two options. One of them is the history of Google, and the other one is everything on Google. So,
yeah, I was thinking
Probably
like
the narrow
how to
one.
be proficient with Google. It's like, hey, you can use all caps to do this stuff, or you can use quotes to do this stuff.
That's good. Site : Reddit.
Exactly. I sort of love it. Go ahead and
Do not include food. Don't care about that with the Devourer.
I'll do this for you. Thank you.
Devour. It's about a hot dog eating contest. Vito comes up as the
Vito
top
pops
search.
up.
Vito the
Chestnut.
Devourer.
You said you were also trying to do some research about the Star Child, or you want to wait until you do more than a Google search?
sure. Yeah.
If so, I will. I can do a secret roll for you. Are you trying to use the Infosphere for this, or are you trying to do just what knowledge you may already have?
So, probably Infosphere, but honestly, they're both +8. So I guess the question is like, does using the Infosphere versus rolling occultism have different types of knowledge available? So
It
I don't know.
kind of does. Search Infosphere is an actual action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so is
Um,
recall knowledge. So those are sort of the two things that I'm looking at doing. I would say let's go with Infosphere.
Okay, cool. I will go ahead and roll that in secret for you as well.
I have a +4 in religion, but I'm not trained in religion, so I just don't
Are we part of a
think it's something
faction?
Rami would care about.
Secret rolls.
Secrets are no fun.
No, actually, I highly disagree.
Secrets hurt someone.
Okay, so what is
Search
my next
the
question?
laughing jungle.
The research. What is 1 RP?
Access.
It's one riot point.
1 riot point? That seems severely inefficient.
I don't. What is RP? I have 418 hits. The playtest sheet. Oh,
Turns
47.
out in a TTRPG, those are probably coming up a lot.
Yeah.
All right, nothing.
Research, exploration, action.
Yeah, it's probably part of the core. Look, I would.
What are you looking for?
What
It's
RP stands for
research.
in the research action? Is I just don't know if it's like a research point.
Research action? That I don't know if that's an action.
A research, not action, but
Exploration.
exploration.
What exploration action?
Research.
That's the one I wanted.
It is a research point.
There's no no. That's something not. That might be first edition or something, but
'Cause an activity with this trait takes more
there's
than a turn to
investigate,
use and can use
which
only
is
be
using
used
recall knowledge.
during exploration mode.
Yeah, there's no research exploration activity.
Love
There's
that.
investigate, which is using recall knowledge. There is, you might be thinking of, if you're just searching for actions, it might be like a class specific action, and it's not going to be explicit. But if you look on the archives, there's an exploration activities page that has the basic.
Yeah, I just grabbed that from the exploration thing on the character sheet.
Yeah, that might be related to like a class.
I just dropped it in there.
Gain 2
Because
RP.
RP is usually resolve point.
Okay. I remember that now.
It might have been a burst. So let's go ahead.
Basic. If you look at the basic actions macro, it has all the.
Main explanation during the describe. The core. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some. Sweet.
There's gather information. That's a diplomacy check, though. That's like going around and asking people.
Right. So let's go ahead and do a recall knowledge.
There are research rules. That's building. That's a GM thing. You have to build a research challenge, which is like a whole thing.
I see.
So that's probably something they added for like a specific adventure.
Yeah, just do that.
Yeah. Let me just throw that together real quick.
So then when you have research points, that's like the same thing as like if we were to do starship combat or something, it's basically the same thing as that. There's a series of like, you pass this check, you get a point. When you get 3 points, you win. You design stat blocks for the research, stuff like that.
Interesting. I like that. That's cool. We will go ahead and do
Do access.
Access Infosphere is the new action from the Starfinder, obviously, but that's an exploration, and that's basically the GM just determines the DC,
Mm-hmm.
takes 10 minutes of research.
Let's do that because you guys are both using that anyway. Accessing the infosphere.
The computers.
Yep.
check.
Cool.
So it will be. You might determine a harder DC since it's like obviously recalling knowledge should be easier because you have to select different skills, whereas Access Infosphere is all encompassing with computers, so it should probably be harder. It could take several hours depending on larger investigations.
Right.
Single word answers may come in 1 minute.
All right. Let's see here. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
I think that's good. It's good.
So, Adraxel, you're go ahead and doing some search for the Star Child. And as you are sort of searching for it, there is a few threads that believe that the Star Child is finally upon us, and that a lot of what you're reading for the outages, that for this deity to be born, it's taking energy from the space station and the Starstone, and sort of using that to further push along this new deity to be born. But everything that people have been posting about the Star Child in general gives this is like a sign of a new age, hope, second chances. Definitely seems to be one of the good deities as far as what people claim to have mentioned and posted online about it.
Okay.
Seth, as you are trying to search the Devourer, and sort of see if anyone has any sort of sightings. There does seem to be a lot of posts that are people saying that the face that they saw. So it seems like it definitely is a heavy thing that a lot of people have seemed to got that vision that you guys witnessed. Is one of the people that they or one of the deities they are claiming is the Devourer, and a lot of premonitions that it is trying to remove Absalom Station for its advancement on technologies more than what the Devourer claims it should be.
Well, that's not good. I can't. Reading through these posts, are like all the claims from people within the Absalom Station infosphere, or they're like, is this like packed worlds?
No, yeah, it definitely seems like it is currently just the station's infosphere,
Cool.
Yeah, infospheres are usually
planet-based. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's not good. Seth is a little bit more worried now, especially with their connection to the the Starstone drift. How they definitely don't want that to be, devoured.
Num.
We should go take care of that cult. Seth is beginning to doom scroll, just looking at all the comments.
we gotta go back in there and kill these dudes.
All right, Yeah, listen. This is,
think there's-
is kind of bigger than I thought, maybe, originally. If the Devourer is what I'm reading about, we could be in trouble. The Absalom Station could be devoured. Most importantly, the Starstone, maybe could be in trouble.
I could roll a religion check, but I feel like it should be common knowledge. Maybe it's not.
Mhm.
I feel like the Devourer attacking the Starstone doesn't track. The Devourer
A
is
deity interacting uh, definitely seems out of the knowledge. I mean, out of the realm of norm. Well, servants of the Devourer maybe, but the Devourer itself as a deity, not so much.
So I'm just like, I'm seeing Seth doom scrolling, and to Raimi, this is like, you're going down the rabbit hole.
I'm saying black holes, cosmic scale destruction. I don't know, man. It's adding up. I could see it.
Vampires too.
The algorithms that populate your feed take what you're looking at and feed you a steadily increasing intensity of that to try to keep you there for longer. So,
Yeah, but I'm on
The
incognito
long-
mode.
but the longer you look, the crazier the version of the story that you get is going to get.
If the Devourer was going after Absalom, that would be huge.
I agree. Yeah, maybe this is a little blown out of proportion. But this compared with the cultist chanting we heard and then kind of just ignored and was like, that's a problem for someone else. Maybe we need to go get someone else, you know?
Okay, let's look for some authorities down at the docks.
I know we're the heroes of the realm.
Here's the basement.
Here's the basement. Basement is
A
downstairs.
realm, it's just all about how you define it.
Exactly. The basement is
don't know
our
if I
realm.
wanna I don't know if I'm gonna open war with Devourer cultists.
Why not? Think of the XP.
Could be XP.
A handful of cultists I know we're over level 4.
We could
Tear their faces off.
Exactly.
we could jump from level 2 to level 5 just like that.
I think that's how that works.
When your level 2 character dies,
Just like
remake
that.
a level 5 character.
Exactly. Name the same thing. As you guys wrap up this sort of information of the accessing the infosphere and sort of taking this time, you guys do arrive at the lower shipyards, and it looks like it's a collection of 6 active docking bays to connect to a very large tunnel that heads out of the station. You do see there's different manufacturers, styles, eras, hulls, engine blocks, and half-gutted models representing at least the last 100 years of the Pack World starship tech, sort of thrown around this large dock. In Dock 3, you do see that there is some stairs and a scaffolding that goes over to Dock 3 that you guys would have to go ahead and cross to head over that direction to get to where the shipment would be.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I
As you guys
So
get... sorry.
out of character, I will say this does sound like an opportunity to leave somebody who has a ranged weapon and can shoot from very far away.
Does anybody have a ranged weapon that can shoot from very far away?
Not very far.
Well, Vito doesn't.
Perfect.
Great, love that. But it
Vito
sounds
can
like
do
a great...
lot up close.
Sounds like a great opportunity, Rob. I would also agree if that
Even
was...
my spells have like a 30-foot range.
Yeah,
I've got
some of
pistols.
my spells are very long, but not the best ones.
You do see a stretch of scaffolding that does rise to a height about 40 feet. So you guys do climb up the scaffolding, and then you do see the large scaffolding that does head over to the entry hatch. That is currently sitting at that scaffolding level. You guys do see face down is a dock worker, just sort of laying face down, and you do see that behind his hand is a azimuth laser pistol that's been dropped there. But you do see a individual face down.
Is there anybody else around?
Not on the not on the scaffolding. No.
Are they face down in a puddle of their own blood, or have burn marks on them, or like, are they obviously dead?
No, you don't see any sort of bleeding or holes going through them or anything like that.
Yeah, seeing them, Raimi will run up and make sure that they're okay. I guess I see the pistol coming out of the ground, but yeah, I'll check the body. It's a guard or someone.
That's the dock worker.
I take the pistol and shoot him in the head.
To our two people with guns, I'll be like,
It's another Shabbat, isn't it?
It is indeed.
they had a gun. You might want to have guns.
I've got 3 guns now.
I'll actually
So,
take this
pick up
pistol
the
if no one
pistol.
wants it. Does anybody want this pistol?
Oh yeah,
But
no,
let's see what the body's doing first before we start looting the dead thing.
I'd like to own a pistol, but this person might currently own this pistol.
Sir, are you? Oh, is that a pistol on the floor?
Ooh, piece of candy.
I was concerned that your wallet might have been cutting off the flow of blood.
This pistol's poisoned. Take it. Ah. What's this image on my screen?
Yeah, Raimi's checking for vitals. Sir. Sir,
Go ahead and roll medicine for me, please.
you got it. No whammies, no whammies. 21.
Big money.
21. One moment, please. Donde? How do I?
How do you do?
It's in a book.
Drop our tokens in.
Yep.
So let's see if
Can I click and
let's
drag
see
the
if
party?
the token settings.
Can I just click and drag from the party?
Excuse me.
Should all stick.
Yeah, so we're just going to sign for something. I'm definitely not going to need armor.
Exactly.
It's just a courier mission. Have you ever played Fallout New Vegas?
No.
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 That's
It's
not
fun.
fun. He said it's fun.
Oh, are we? So we're yeah. So is this? We're high up.
Yeah, you guys are 40 feet up off.
Something.
Yeah, you guys are 40 feet up on the scaffolding.
There's some crates and docks below us, I see.
Indeed.
Where's
Sir.
this dead orc?
We need to sign. Where do we sign, sir?
I'm looking.
Show him the phone. Right here. We're authorized.
Check his pockets for a data pad. Signature line.
Exactly.
I just want to play a campaign where we're just like FedEx workers, but we keep getting into trouble.
I like it. I'm here for it.
Oh, what am I doing?
What are you making?
What are you doing?
Boom! Explosions.
Well,
This is why
we have nice
the
things.
default setting is that players can't control it. I made you a trusted player. And this is what you.
Can't be trusted. All right, let me pull
If
up
you
the
hit
journal real
pencil,
quick.
you should be able to delete that stuff.
You're good. You're good.
Pencil. No, they go away once I do a pencil. These are rulers.
Get out of here.
Edit,
One of those
delete,
things make them
delete,
a fat
delete.
square, so you can.
Love that here. Okay. So this is actually, you guys aren't going to be quite here yet because you guys are 80 feet away from the ship. So you guys aren't quite up this far yet, but I was just getting the scene set up here.
You can't see anything.
Right, you guys are
This is
technically going to be
shit
off
about 80
in the
meters.
off in the black below where you guys are currently set up at. But you guys do see the dock worker there. You do roll medicine. He does look like he's just currently unconscious. Definitely bruised up a bit, but unconscious.
Is there anybody? So we don't see anybody around. I'll pull out that medkit and do a treat wounds. Does that take a lot of time?
10 minutes, I think.
I think it might take 10 minutes. I'll get started on it, and before it run up, see that he's unconscious. We got a body over here. And then Raimi will start treating wounds.
Oh no, a body. You need help?
He seems to be unconscious. Breathing. I guess stable. I can maybe try to wake him.
I guess
know-
I'd like to look around and see if I can find somebody who seems like an authority.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception real quick for me.
Oh, hey, it's over here. That's not a skill. 23.
Down below you, there are some people that are sort of moving around that look like they might be people that run the docks. But as you look towards the ship, they were a little bit further to see and tell. But you do see that there are two. Oh, I'm breaking everything. Control Z. Pog.
Oh, fuck is that?
Two
Loot goblins?
goblins.
It was the devourer.
You thought I was crazy.
You want to know a real buzzkill?
Mhm.
If one person searches and notices a hidden creature,
Mm-hmm.
they have to spend an action to point that creature out.
Yeah, it's insane. That's gross.
I don't know if that's the case here.
They look like they have these large guns that are on their back. Almost look like Gatling guns. And large as a goblin holding a gun. But large Gatling guns that are on their back. Sort of looking around, looking towards you guys, but not taking any sort of action. And with that is where we will go ahead and call it for this evening. As we work on the next step on you guys practically working for the bodega as shipping individuals.
You can call us the Bodegans. The Bodega 5.
Take 5.
Bodega 5's a pretty cool name.
I love how the two names between the Tuesday and the Thursday group is the Bodega 5 and the second baseman.
It's always gotta have a number.
Did we agree on that one?
I think it's not been agreed on.
The bench warmers. The basement dwellers.
The pitch hitters.
Yikes. But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. We will go ahead and see you guys next week for episode 7 of rerun the stars. So thank you guys and have a wonderful night. Bye.
Running.